Three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Born Beauty blog. It's your girl Angelique, and after a long month hiatus, I am back with another episode of the Chit Chat blogs. In today's episode, we will be speaking about how I feel about dating in 2021. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Now, I know I said that the topic of this video would be how I feel about dating in 2021, but before I get into my opinions, I felt like it would be a good idea to cover the bases when it comes to getting to a relationship. So I will be speaking about the talking stage, the dating stage, and the relationship stage. And then I'm gonna share my opinions. Also, I hope you guys noticed that I differentiated 3 different stages. I singled them out. So talking, dating, and relationships are not the same. If you're confused and you thought that they were, I'm going to single them out and explain what each one is for you guys, starting with the talking stage. This is basically the getting to know you stage, and at this point, you begin to subconsciously decide what category you want to put this person into in your life. So basically, you're deciding whether you want to keep this person as a friend, as an acquaintance, or if you just want to go back to being strangers and stop speaking to them altogether. But if things are going well and you're genuinely enjoying their company, you'll find that you want to speak to them a little more. You might even catch feelings, and you may end up wanting a relationship. It's at this point we move towards the dating stage. Now we've arrived at the dating stage, and this stage can be kind of tricky because the lines between the talking stage and the dating stage are kind of blurred. Let me explain. People catch feelings during the talking stage, and subconsciously they put a stamp on the other person that says, "This is my property." The issue with that is they never verbalize this. Essentially, they keep it all in their head. So when they go out and they see their person hanging out with somebody else, they get upset, they catch feelings. But, can you really get mad if you never communicated with the person and said, "Hey, can we agree to only speak to each other? I really like you and I like where this is going, and I just want to see how this relationship flourishes." That conversation doesn't typically happen. And also, I want to stick in my own little opinion here. And I said I would keep my opinions till the end, but I'm gonna share this one. I strongly believe that we were not put on this earth to own anybody. I don't care who you're in a relationship with, whether you're in a relationship or not. We were not put on this earth to own each other. If anything, we were put on this earth to experience one another and to appreciate the time that we have with one another. So for somebody to come to me and say, "Angelique, use my property," oh no, that's a no for me. That's a no for me, because how could I go to someone and say I own you? No, I'm happy that I get the opportunity to experience you. And more often than not in relationships, you get to experience them in a way that nobody else can, and that's great. But you don't own them, okay? Don't be around here saying that you own people. You were not put on this earth to own anybody. But that's my personal opinion. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So you have to communicate to the person exactly what it is that you want in order to start the dating stage correctly. You can't just keep it in your head and say, "Okay, I want to deal with this person, so they should know that they shouldn't be speaking to anybody else." No, you have to communicate that. Open your mouth and say, "Okay, this is what I want from you. This is what I want from the relationship." And then at this point, they can be honest with you to say, "Okay, no, I don't want anything serious," or "Okay, yes, I like you too. Let's speak to only each other." I feel like another mistake that's made during the dating stage, aside from the lack of communication to seek exclusivity, is the courtship side of dating. I feel like that doesn't really happen anymore. Some guys don't really buy flowers for no reason. Some guys don't take girls out on nice dates. Some guys don't even want to spend money on girls. And please, before you get ready to attack me, I said some guys, okay? So if the shoe don't fit, do not try to wait on. Thank you. management. Now, I know some guys would rebuttal and say, yo, Angelique, women should be spending money on us too. We deserve to be spoiled too. And you're right, you have a point, and I'm gonna give you that. But I find, speaking from experience as a woman, women only spend money on guys that they feel secure with. So if they don't feel secure in your relationship, whether it's a romantic, serious relationship, or you just try and see where things go, if they don't feel secure in that, no woman gonna be spending money on you. Also, women only spend money on guys that they actually like. I have to put that one there out too. Just saying. And the thing about it is, right, whatever you give a woman, she will multiply. So if you are treating her like a queen, be prepared to be treated like an emperor. But it has to start somewhere, you know? The giving has to start somewhere. And for like the people in same-sex relationships, I know like I'm speaking about guys and girls, but in the same-sex relationships, just as I previously said, the giving has to start somewhere. Somebody has to start. So the girl could start giving too, whether it's same sex or different sex. The girl could start giving, the guy could start giving. Somebody just has to start, period. Okay, let's call each other, let's romance each other, okay, let's try to outdo each other, you know, that kind of way. What happened to that? I don't see much of that. And like I said, if the shoe don't fit, don't try to put it on, because I know that there are some people who do, but in most situations, most people don't. And one last thing, while we're on the topic of dating, can we speak about the dates? The dates. I know I might attack me for this one here too, but I gonna take it because I stand by what I say, and I said what I said. I do not consider taking me to Scattles, Panchi, Yo Mama, any food truck. I don't consider that a date.
What?
Call me bougie, I don't care. I said what I said. Attack me if you will, I will take it. But I feel personally that a date is something that I should see noticeable effort in. I just want to see that you care about me enough to put in a little effort. Romance me. Show me that you've been paying attention. And the thing about it is, the more you pay attention, the better the dates will be. Alright, so fast forward past the dating stage, onto the relationship stage. This is where things get extra serious, okay? Because you're making a commitment to be loyal to this one person. Hold up, let me repeat that. This is where things are getting extra serious, because you are making a commitment to be loyal to this one person, okay? One person. I know polygamy is a thing, right? But if the person didn't agree to it, don't come with that. One person. Now, quite often people find themselves stuck between the dating and relationship stages, and that's because sometimes you find people that say, oh well, I don't want to put a label on anything because labels mess things up. Well, take it from me, as your good sis, and this is me giving you some key advice that you should keep in mind always, okay? As your good sis, I am telling you that anybody who wants to tell you that labels mess things up, they don't have your best interest at heart, sweetie. They don't. You know why? Because labels don't mess up a damn thing other than their plans to half step in your relationship. Because when they go and they mess up and they do what they want to do, they could simply come to you and say, you're not my girlfriend, you're not my boyfriend, we don't have a relationship. Don't accept that. I'm begging you, please. Don't listen to the people that say labels mess things up, because they don't. They really don't. Especially if you're gonna act like you're in a relationship without the label. What does that change? Other than an excuse for you. And if you're one of those people that don't like labels, or you have a fear of commitment, you need to verbalize that to whoever you're dealing with, okay? You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't want the perks of being in a relationship, but don't want to put the label of the relationship there. It's not fair to the person. You can't play with people like that. Be real. Tell people exactly what it is you want. Because the reality is, there are people who will give you exactly what it is you want. So just tell the truth. Be real. Say what you want. Verbalize it. This is where the communication comes in, guys. So yeah, this is the end. The end. Whoa. yeah, you get your label, you get your relationship, happy, healthy, wealthy, happily ever after, amen, hallelujah, right? So now I'm gonna share my opinions about dating in 2021. I shared a few opinions while I was going through the stages, but now I'm gonna share a few more and then I'm gonna end this video. I personally feel like in this era we don't date and we skip a lot of the typical steps that I previously mentioned, which is okay because there's more than one way to do things. I also find that we're a more sex positive generation and you'll find persons more open to taking part in sexual activities prior to any of the steps that I previously mentioned. And like I said, this, let me make it clear, this is not a place of judgment. It's not. If that's what you do, live your best life, to be really honest, because this is a no judgment zone. For me personally, I wouldn't do it, but if you do, like I said, there's more than one way to do things. There's more than one way to get to your happily ever after, period. So yeah, I also find that we don't know how to date. I mean, there's no communication, as I previously mentioned, where the two parties come together and say, okay, this is what I want, this is where I see myself, can we have something serious? Like, there's no communication there. That conversation doesn't typically happen. It's just, we expect each other to know. And it's like, there's no mind reading going on here, guys. Like, tell people exactly what you want. Tell people where you see yourself going with them. That will solve so many problems. If you just want one thing, then tell them you just want one thing. If they don't want to give it to you, then that's that. Move on to next till you find what you want. If they want something serious, tell them you want something serious. If they want it too, then y'all can move forward. It's that simple. We've essentially lost the romance part of dating. And I feel like the reason for that is because everybody claims that their heart is on ice or their heart is cold. But let me be real. A lot of you who say that your heart on ice or your heart cold, nothing wrong with your heart. Like, you just saying that to be in thing. And if I being completely honest, I acknowledge the fact that some people genuinely have been hurt, and I respect that. Some people genuinely have had their trust compromised. I respect that. But I will never ever respect somebody using the phrase my heart on ice or my heart cold or I've been hurt before, using that to justify hurting other people. I would never respect that, and I would never accept that as an excuse. Because how could you say you love somebody and then do things to hurt them and you know you're hurting them and you continue to do it? I would never, nope. I would never respect that. I would never accept it as an excuse. It's just not happening. Sorry, not sorry. Now, I'm gonna give you guys my last opinion, because if you leave it to me, I will sit here and I will ramble all day, because I have a lot of opinions when it comes to dating. I also have a little bit of advice too, but if you guys want to see a part 2, just leave a comment down below and let me know, or you could DM me on my Instagram. All my socials will be right here on the screen. My final opinion on dating in 2021 is something that I have a problem with, and it's, you know, the normalization of, or sorry, the glorification of struggle love. Like, why are we making it okay for a guy or a girl to sit and accept crap in order to get their happy ending? Why are we making that okay? What does no. Okay, that's all I have to say about it. No, you shouldn't have to be abused and battered and treated like absolute trash in order to get your happy ending. Like, once you see that somebody isn't giving you what you need, it is your duty to cut them loose. Okay, people could tell you whatever they want to tell you. They could say, I'm ready for a relationship, I love you, I this, I that. Once you see their actions ain't matching the words, you need to leave. Get to stepping. Why are we normalizing being okay with being treated less than we deserve? Like, everybody should know their worth. Everybody should know when it's time to get up and go, and we shouldn't be accepting this whole struggle love narrative and accepting that in order to achieve happiness we need to go through hell first. No, that's not true. I'm not accepting it. You shouldn't accept it either. Like Medea said,
I'd rather be in a corner by myself with a puppy and a goldfish and be happy than to be sitting around with somebody in my house. I'm wondering what the hell they there for.
It's just not happening. It's no. It's a no for me. So can we stop normalizing that? Thank you. That is my final opinion. And to end off, I simply want to say I know most of my opinions came from the negative side, but I do acknowledge the fact that there are good people, there are good relationships. I see them, my friends are in them, you know, I've experienced them, so I'm aware that there are good people out there. But you know, I just needed to highlight the things that I have issues with, okay? I just had to. I really had to. So yeah, this brings us to the end of today's video. I just want to remind you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment down below and let me know if you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to check out my socials as I previously mentioned, which will be right here. Also, make sure you check out my last blog post on my website, which will be right here. Finally, I think I'm just gonna end this off by saying I want to remind you guys to love yourself and be appreciative of your born beauty. Also remember that you are strong, you are powerful, and you most definitely are loved. Okay? You are loved. Whether you with somebody or not, you are loved always and forever. And if you don't got nobody, I love you. Period. I love you, sweetie. And I appreciate you for watching this video and for rocking with me. I'm gonna end this off right here. This is Angelique signing out. Bye, guys! Oh, Sinful Lipwear on the lips. Check it out. It's gonna be down in my description. The link will be down in my description box below to the Instagram. Okay, bye.
Maybe sometimes you got it wrong, but it's alright. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Don't you have